Movi. Well, how do I say it? It's Movi. It's MOVAVI. That, screen capturing software. That's what it's brought to you by. Alrighty, I just bought the software and I'm testing it out. So hopefully this first test run will be successful. And what I am presenting today is the Beep, B-E-E-P, BeepStreet's. The company is BeepStreet's. And the synth is Sunrizer, which is an emulation of the Roland JP8000 hardware synth. That came out, I think, in 1996, and the production period was until 2001. And let's see, I'm going to open up an instance here. I have multiple instances, as you can see here. It's very CPU friendly, this synth. I have 5 instances of the synth going, and no performance issues whatsoever, no stuttering, no pops or crackles or anything like that. And this particular preset that I have loaded is a third-party preset, and it's by a Romanian dude known as Alba Ecstasy, and his programming is just genius. Very, very impressive programmer. Now this particular preset, I forget the name of it, because this is an original name. I modified it a little bit, and this is what it sounds like. One of the most striking things about this synth is the morph wheel. You just use your mod wheel on your MIDI controller, and you can meander between one oscillator to another, and you get some pretty drastic results. Pretty intense stuff. Before I go combing through the presets, I am going to just open up another instance, because I don't want to go through the presets, because I have everything saved just the way I like it. I was in the middle of working on a song here, and I was so impressed by the synth I just had to do a video on it. Let's see, yeah. In case you're wondering, you cannot, I don't think you can resize the interface, the GUI, but I don't really see where that's necessary, because as you can see, it fills up the screen, you can see everything. The only thing is, if you have this little bar thing going down here, it's not coming up now, but I disabled the bar from being on there permanently, so I have it adjusted to where if I bring down the cursor, it pops up only when I bring the cursor down. Let's open up another instance of Sunrizer, the third one, and let's see what we have here. Okay, this is another one of Alba Ecstasy's presets, which, by the way, I bought his bundle pack, which has everything for Sunrizer, and it was only €11, which comes out to a little bit more in US dollars. Um, but yeah, there's plenty of presets though that comes with it. The factory presets are about 200, and I think there's like some extras on the on BeepStreet's website that you can download for free. Um, so yeah, so between the factory presets, the extra banks on BeepStreet's website, plus Alba Ecstasy's bundle pack, I mean, I'm set for like months or years. You know, this is incredible, incredible sounding synth. It's just, I mean, you know, the naysayers, the analog, snobs out there that have this misconception about hardware being exclusive in warmth and depth and clarity and all that kind of stuff. No, software's come a long way. There's plenty of soft synths that not only match the quality of hardware analog synths, but actually surpass them. Like for instance, um, as you can hear, this has an impeccable and very distinctive and unmistakable analog quality sound. And but the hardware version of this, it's like 8 notes of polyphony, um, and this has 24 notes of polyphony. The hardware has like 2 or 3 effects, whereas this has, well, you've got your phaser, chorus. I'll just kind of cycle through them. The rotor is on the hardware synth, and chorus. Distortion, chorus, phaser, and then delay, EQ, reverb. You've got everything. It's a treasure trove of effects. Um, and you got your utility where you can register. Um, yeah, I definitely recommend downloading the demo because this is incredible. This is incredible synth, and it's only $50. Um, and then I should point out, yeah, when I downloaded the demo, I didn't realize how many presets there were. I thought like the demo version only had a small specific amount, you know, because it was a demo. But yeah, no, in the demo they give you like, well, I think that, I don't know. Well, I found like the 100. Yeah, that's what it was. When I downloaded the demo, I I combed through like the first 100 presets, but um, I couldn't. I just overlooked the rest of the presets, and you have to click banks, and there you go. I think by default when you download the demo, it, it, it gives you the Sunrizer synths, and then you have to click banks, and then it gives you all the different preset banks here. And then if you want to import some third-party stuff, you just click on this. It's very simple. And what's nice about this, unlike a lot of the other soft synths that I have, it will actually store like all your banks. I don't know what the capacity is, but um, it stored everything that I imported, so that's very cool. Let's go to the next instance that I have of Sunrizer. Let's see what we have. Let's see. Check out the morph wheel. Alrighty. Okay. Then we're just gonna go to. Actually, yeah. When I started this song, I had like 5 instances. Now I have like more, so I found some more interesting banks. But before I go into those, This is, I just started working on a song, and this will give you a good idea of what this beast can do. Yeah, as you noticed, I added a limiter to the Master Effects because a lot of these presets, they're really, the levels are kind of like maxed out in some of the presets, and it's very easy to for clipping to occur. So, if you're, whether you're recording or just auditioning presets, I would definitely recommend putting a compressor, or limiter, just to kind of like level everything out and not, go into the red. Let's see. Let's see, where were we at here? I don't know if we looked at this one yet. Let's see, what is this? Pulse verb. Wow. This wah wah effect. It's like that nice classic porn sound. Alright, enough of that. So open up this one over here. See what this one is. Yeah, and if you notice, I actually discovered this. This synth has been out for a long while. The soft synth version has been out for a while. It originally was designed as an app for iPhone and iPad. I don't know when, maybe sometime around a couple of years before it became available for VST. I mean, 2015 it became available for VST, but I wasn't aware of it until I only discovered it a few days ago. It's kind of a low-key company, just a one-man show that's running it, so it's not commercialized, which is part of the reason why it wasn't until just a few days ago that I found out about this synth. But if you really want to keep abreast and updated and be aware of all the synths that are out there, I definitely recommend going to KVR Audio's website. That's KVR Audio, and that's like a mecca center for soft synths and such. Let's see. And this is one outrageous sounding synth. I mean, I just can't leave it alone, man. I just haven't been able to keep my hands off my MIDI controller, and I haven't been able to keep my eyes off of this GUI. I mean, this GUI is cool. I mean, it looks just like the original hardware version. It's very, very tasty. Let's see. I just was messing around with it for like the last 24 hours or so. So I really haven't really got deep into it. I haven't messed with the learn function, and And yesterday I couldn't even figure out, you know, where the ARP controls were. It's kind of a small area. You got ARP down here. And if you click on edit, it gives you that snazzy little screen there. It's got a built-in, like, kind of sequencer there. This is very cool. Alright. And so what happens when we mess with the mod wheel? Alright, let's go on to the next one here. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know if I mentioned this yet, but the GUI is not resizable as far as I can tell, but you know, obviously fills up the screen. It's a perfect size, so that's no problem. I think I may have already mentioned that. Let's see. So let's just open up a new instance and just start rifling through the presets. As you can see, I got a shitload of synths in here. There we are. Okay, let's see. What bank do we want to check out? How about New Horizon? This is a good bank. This is really exalting, evocative, bewitching, bewildering, and just fascinating, utterly just mystifying bank. There's some good stuff in here. Has a very sort of distinctive Jan Hammer sound, circa 1984 Miami Vice and such. Try the next one. It's got that chord function on there, which I really don't care for. Let's see. We'll skip that one. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Oh yeah. Yes. Very nice. Oh yeah. Gotta take that chord function off there. Hate that shit. Organ space. Nice and juicy. Ooh, damn. Really need some like big ass speakers to appreciate the depth of the bass, man. Punchy, very deep. And there's a lot of like kind of dubsteppy, trancey shit I don't really care for, but there's also a lot of great presets here too. So hide and seek. What was hide and seek? Whoa! Take that freaking chord thing off. Yeah, it's a semitones that I don't really care for. I'm gonna bring that down to 0. Make it more musical. Let's see. That sounds familiar. Ooh, wow, if that isn't Jan Hamrish, I don't know what it is. That's sweet. Phasey strings, and the phaser's not even on, so let's make it more phazier. Oh, yeah. Yes. Oh, I like it. Very sweet. Sweet. Add some phaser to that too. Wow. Yeah, the original hardware version I think has 2 or 3 effects. I know it has rotor and I think chorus and maybe reverb or delay. I don't know, but this has obviously rotor, phaser, chorus, distortion, delay, EQ, and reverb. I may have already mentioned that. I don't know. Let's go on to the next one. Thick blade. Alrighty. Kind of reminiscent of, well, the Blade trilogy. Blade movies. Yeah. Goes from like an organ to like a synth lead just by moving the mod wheel. That's pretty damn clever. Organ, synth, organ, synth, organ, synth, organ, synth, organ, synth. All right. disgusting sound. Holy hell! That sounds good. Oh yeah, what's this one? How can this synth be $50? I mean, when it came out, the intro price was 50, then it went up to 80, and then I guess after some months or years later, it came back down to 50. Unless, of course, it's on sale. I don't know if it's on sale. There was no indication that it was just a sale price. So I think the regular like street price, retail price is $50 now, which is insane. I mean, this synth sounds better than a lot of synths out there that are twice as much. That's no sales pitch, no bullshit. I mean, I have a shitload of saw synths, and there's very few in my collection that sound this good. And none of them are this low in price. So this is an absolute no-brainer steal. This is the deal of the millennia. It doesn't get any better than this, or any cheaper. So let's see. We'll try one more bank. We'll go to the Steam bank. Yes. This one's called Period. Sounds kind of gross. Let's go from period to fantasy. Let's see what fantasy. You know, this synth reminds me of Virtual Oberheim, and I think I paid, what did I pay for Oberheim? $100, a little over $100, and it's an incredible synth. But this is just as good, and $50. I can't believe it. Whoa. A lot of these, I mean, damn, I mean, most of these presets, man, are just really inspiring. I mean, dramatize it a little bit more. Holy shit. Some phaser on it. Wow. Whoops. So hyper. Wow. Oh, you have to listen to this preset with a sub or some big ass 8-inch monitors because, wow. If you got anything smaller than 8-inch speakers, or if you don't have some like high-end like audio speakers, you're not going to hear much from this because it's all sub frequencies. Whoa. Whoa. You know, this thing should really have a built-in limiter or something. Oh my god. Oh boy. Alright. Well, that about wraps that up, I think.
I'll catch you on the flip side.